This is the Oukitel OT8 tablet, and this is the ultimate entertainment experience for less. Hi everyone, this is JD, your gadget review friend. Welcome, and welcome back to GadgetRevNow. Although smartphones are still one of the most effective tools for communication, gaming, and entertainment, it's still really satisfying to watch content on a big screen device such as tablets, laptops, and even smart TVs. What if you can enjoy watching Netflix, Prime Video, or even YouTube videos on an 11-inch Full HD tablet for less? And for less than $200, you will have a big screen device with great audio that could also be used for browsing that may replace your Chromebook or laptop. Today we are partnering with Oukitel to review their OT8 tablet, but as always, this will be an independent review of GadgetRevNow. We will unbox it, talk about the features, and do our full experience review. Let's go to work. First, we will do the unboxing and talk about the features, but if you'd like to jump to the other parts of the video like the user review, I will leave the timestamp on the description below. Let's start with the unboxing, and I would like to thank Oukitel for sending us the new OT8 tablet. If you'd like to purchase this product, I will leave the link in the description. Checking the specification of this tablet on the back, it has a huge 11-inch Full HD touchscreen, an octa-core processor, 13-megapixel camera, and a beefy 8800 mAh battery, and so on. Later, we will check all of these features. Let's open the box. On top, you'll have a free gray flip cover case. This is actually a combination of a frosted TPU case and a rubber flip cover. This case will also work as a stand for the tablet. Looking quickly at the back of this OT8 tablet, we have this gorgeous and big dual camera module. We will test this later, but for now, let's check what else is inside the box. In the middle of the box, we have the user manual. We have the warranty certificate and charging information. We also have a cute SIM ejector tool. We also have an 18 watts fast charger. You can use this on other devices you have, and I feel like the 18 watts is actually pretty safe for any devices from the tablet to smartphones, so this is very usable. We also have a black USB fast charging cable that complements the color of the charger. And lastly, we have a free touch pen. On the other side, you have a touch membrane that acts as a fingertip when you scroll on the screen. And on the other side, you have a ball pen. I think it's a ball pen, so let's see. Yep, it has an ink on it. So I think that's it for the unboxing. Pretty solid package for the new Oukitel OT8 tablet. Now let's open the 11-inch tablet and talk about all the great features. Let's start talking about the features, the highlights, and specs of this tablet, starting with the layout. So you have the volume buttons on one side, you have the power button and speaker grill on top, you don't have anything on the other side, and you have the audio jack, speaker, charging port, and SIM slot at the bottom. There's also a microphone on the other side where the volume is. At the back, you have a nice matte finish. I'm not sure if it's a metal because it's not advertised on their website, but since there's an antenna band on the side, this might be a metal frame or housing, who knows. The big camera modules at the back are not dual cameras. One is actually housing a flash. I was hoping for a dual camera, but when I was inspecting it, it's just for aesthetics. Alright, I think that's it for the quick tour of the design and layout of this tablet. Let's power this on, put it on the case, and set it up for the first time. Okay, so this is the home screen of the Oukitel OT8, a typical and minimalist Android home screen. In terms of screen brightness, this is not the brightest screen that I see on a tablet. Looking side by side with the Pixel 8, I could see that the phone is so much brighter than this tablet. The screen is a huge 11-inch Full HD screen. It has 350 ppi, a standard 60Hz refresh rate with maximum brightness up to 350 nits. And in terms of video streaming, this 11-inch is supporting Widevine L1. The colors are good and rich, but because it's an LCD panel, the blacks are not as deep as you can see on an AMOLED panel, but good enough for watching movies on Netflix and Prime Video. Alright, now let's do a preliminary speed test. Let's download and run Geekbench 6 for us to see the benchmark score of this tablet. And we have the score. We have 363 in single core and 1299 in multi-cores. It's running on Unisoc Tiger T606, a 12nm processor with octa-core CPU, and it's also paired with 6 gigs of RAM that can be extended up to 30 gigs if you're using the extension RAM coming from the 256 gigs of storage. We will do a separate test on the performance, but let's go ahead and check the other features of this tablet. And looking at the software, it's running on Android 13, so you will get all the security features and aesthetics of last generation Android OS. We're currently in Android 14, and we will check if this tablet will get security features while we're testing it for a week. I highly doubt it, but we'll see. The battery capacity of this tablet is big, an 8800 mAh battery. I feel like on my initial impression, since the screen is not as bright as the other competition, only 350 nits, the battery will go a long way. But we will test the battery life for a week to see if this will be a good entertainment tablet that you can use to watch movies and content, and could even replace your laptops for browsing. This tablet also supports dual SIM functionality, and as you can see on the SIM slot, there's also an area where you can expand the storage using micro SD. So either put a dual SIM or one SIM card plus one micro SD card. Inserting a 5G SIM card on this tablet, this supports LTE Plus network. Sadly, there's no 5G on this tablet, but for less than $200, I wouldn't expect 5G connectivity and all the bells and whistles of a high-end tablet that is 10 times as expensive as this one. Wide and telephoto, colors are consistent on both phones. I just noticed that the main sensor on S23 FE is a tad brighter than the competition. This is Samsung Galaxy S23 Fan Edition at 4K or 8K at 24 FPS. The audio or speaker quality is loud. I don't think you need a separate speaker when you're watching movies or videos using this tablet. And lastly, let's check the free pen that is included on the package. And it's pretty responsive, so if you are a person who loves to draw and sketch, you may also consider this entry-level tablet, the Oukitel OT8, and I feel this extra accessory will be useful for you. So I think that's it. While we're sketching, this is the unboxing and first impression of Oukitel OT8. I will test this tablet for a week and give you my full review. Alright, so after a week of use, this is our user experience of Oukitel OT8 tablet. Let's start with the performance, and for the past week I'm using this tablet in general. It's a decent performing tablet. That 30 gigs of RAM, the tablet is really good on multitasking. It's struggling to keep the apps active at times, but most of them will do. Surprisingly, the tablet is decent for PUBG and Mobile Legends. It doesn't have the best graphic performance, but it works. But if you're just doing Candy Crush, Temple Run, or Subway Surfer, or any light games, I think this will be a perfect gaming tablet because of the screen size. It's fun. Also, because of the 256 gigs of storage, you can download a lot of movies and music, or even save movies on Prime Video and Netflix to watch later. There's plenty of space on this tablet. This is an honest take. Although the camera is 13 megapixel, it isn't groundbreaking. It's just a regular sensor that will take decent photos, but not something that you would use to replace a flagship smartphone or even a proper camera. The colors are a little bit muted, to be honest. There's a lot of noise on low light, but there's plenty of details on a 13 megapixel sensor, and again, on a well-lit situation, this would do well like any other camera sensors now. Video recording is also good with 1080p on the rear camera and 720p on the selfie, and here's the sample. So this is the video recording quality of Oukitel OT8. It's 720p at 30 FPS. So for a lot of people, they'll be using this tablet for video calls, Zoom and Facebook video. So this is the quality you would get if you will buy this tablet. I think the quality is pretty good, but the colors are a little bit muted. But again, for video calls, this is good enough. Oukitel is also advertising the rear camera, which is 13 megapixel. So we're testing a little bit of vlogging on the rear camera. This is full HD 1080p at 30 FPS. So right now I cannot see the quality of this video, but let me know your thoughts on the comment section. The screen brightness is good indoors if you will be watching content or videos. I think this is made for you to consume indoors. Outdoors, if you'll be using this as phone because it has dual SIM capability, it will be challenging on noontime where the sun is really bright. And talking about dual SIM functionality, you can do phone call or text on this tablet. There's no earpiece, so you have to either use the speakers or the earbuds with mic. Also, in terms of mobile data, you can choose between the two SIM cards, which you can check under the settings. The biggest selling point of this tablet is the entertainment. Obviously, the 11-inch Full HD screen is really good for content consumption. For a week now, I've been using this phone as my data driver for Netflix and Prime Video, and I feel like I don't need to reach for extra speaker because the built-in speaker is loud enough. It doesn't have the bass that you would like on a speaker with proper bass and tweeter, but again, the audio is loud enough. In terms of software updates, I never had any updates from Oukitel ever since I unboxed this tablet, so that's something that would probably not happen or will rarely pop up on this tablet. It's running on Android 13, so in a way, the operating system is still latest, but I wouldn't be surprised if it will not get Android 14. Maybe it will get some updates, who knows? I will let you know on the comment section if I do. And lastly, the battery life. If I would do a movie marathon, I can probably watch 4 to 5 movies on a single charge, still depending on the volume of the speaker and the brightness of the screen, but you get the point. The battery life of this tablet is really good for content consumption. And if you use the included charger and cable on the package, you would be able to fully charge the tablet from 0 to 100% in more or less 2 hours. All in all, for less than $200, you have a solid package, a tablet with free case, a stylus that can use for drawing or sketching, a decent processor that you would be able to handle most of the easy tasks you can throw at it. You have 30 gigs of extended RAM for multitasking, and of course, if you don't have a smartphone, you can still use this tablet for communication up to 2 SIM cards. I think this is a great value tablet for what it offers, and with a cheap price tag, this is the ultimate entertainment tablet for less.